Hi everyone, my name's Alex and I'm a physiotherapist from PhysioFunction, and I'm going to be taking this level 1 different strokes exercise class today. So level 1 classes, for anyone that is new here, are designed for individuals who may not have any movement in their affected arm or leg. It is a seated class, so there'll be no standing at all in this class. Please be aware that it is a requirement that you have someone there available to assist you with exercises as needed. Okay, so this is our third and final week in our lower limb series. This week we are going to be focusing on asymmetry. So we're going to be focusing on single leg side stability. So we're going to be doing exercises that are going to challenge the stability on your affected leg, but then also working on exercises for the mobility and movement of your affected leg while stabilizing on your unaffected side. So it's a really nice one where we're going to be working on lots of single leg movements in a circuit. So we're going to be starting with a warm-up and then we're going to move into our circuit. So we're going to be focusing on 3 exercises, but a lot of them, they're all going to be split into 2 rounds per exercise, so 1 for each side. Okay, we're then going to finish with a cool down. So let's get started. So sitting nice and tall in your chair. So try and have your back away from the chair, or as little pressure through your back as you can. Hands can be relaxed on your lap, feet are flat on the floor, or if you need to, they could be raised up onto something, just making sure they're grounded, okay, in contact with something, aiming for a 90-degree angle at your hip and knees. Grow nice and long through your back and your neck. And let's start with 3 nice big breaths in and out. So we're going to breathe in through our nose, shrugging our shoulders up. And then out through our mouth, letting it all go. Good, let's do 2 more here. Big breath in. And out. Good, 1 more here. Big breath in. And out. Let's do some nice big shoulder rolls backwards. So really thinking about trying to move both shoulders together as much as you can. Shrugging up, back and down. Trying to wake up those muscles around your shoulder blades and your shoulder. Trying to move them, mobilize those bits of connective tissue that can get a bit stuck and sticky. Lovely, that's it. Wonderful, keep it going. Good, and change direction. Let's do some forward rolls. You can get your arms involved a bit if you want to. Good. That's it, and relax. Let's hold the hands together in front and reach forward and back. So you might want your assistant to give a bit of support underneath your elbow and forearm for this to guide the movement, especially if you have no movement in your arm. And you don't have to come up to 90 degrees. You could be just reaching down here. So work in a range that's comfortable for you. If you've got a very weak, heavy arm, make sure it's supported. Good. Just nice, slow and steady movements. Lovely, and let's relax those hands down on that right knee. Turn to look over your right shoulder. Tummy's drawn in, grow nice and tall. Big breath in and out. And back to center. Hands on the left knee, turn to the left. Big breath in and out here. Good. Back to center. Hands on the right knee, turn to the right. Big breath in and out. Good. Back to center. Hands on the left knee, turn to the left. Big breath in and out here. Good. Let's do 1 more each way. Hands on the right knee, turn. Big breath. Good. One more to the left. Turn from the waist. Nice big breath. And to center. Let's lean a little bit to the right here. Now keep weight down through your left bottom cheek. Think about lifting those ribs up and away from your pelvis. Option to relax that right arm down if you would like. But yeah, keep that left bottom cheek firmly on the chair. Back to center and then to the other side. So lean to the left. Keep your right bottom cheek firmly on the chair. Think about lifting those right ribs up and away from your pelvis. Lovely. Back to center. Let's do one more each way. Lean to the right. Left ribs up and away from your pelvis. Again, you can option to drop your hand down by your side if you would like. Or keep it on your lap. Back to the middle. And to the left, lean to the left, option to bring that left arm down, really focusing on right bottom cheek on the chair, but right rib, up and away from your pelvis. And relax, lovely. Okay, let's start by doing some warming up for our legs. You're gonna try and do some marching on the spot. Okay, so you're just gonna move as much as you can on your affected side. Just doing a nice march just to get those legs warmed. Lovely. That's it, keep one leg moving at a time. Awesome. Keep it going. You can do a bit of arm swinging if you want to as well. Good. Lovely, guys. Good, keep it going. Good. Okay. So we're going to come into our circuit now. So we're going to try and get through this twice. So we're going to go for a minute per exercise. So the first one we're going to do, I want you to think about trying to get some weight down through your affected leg. So you can bring your hands onto your affected leg, okay? Think about having a bit of weight through that leg, so feeling the floor. We're going to try and draw some little circles or semicircles with your unaffected leg. So you might find that you want to have a plastic bag or something underneath your foot, or you might find that you want to use your sock, okay, to make it a bit easier. You can hold onto your chair if that would be easier for you here, but try and think about having some weight down through, so bringing your weight over your affected side. Okay, so we're going to go for 1 minute here. So we're really focusing on your control. So it's a lot of work on your tummy muscles as well, and keeping some weight down through that affected leg, so stability on their side whilst allowing some mobility and movement at your hip. Now they don't have to be big circles, they could be small, or if you've got the range you could make them as big as you would like. If you're not holding on, it's going to be a lot of work for your core stability and your balance, so it's a really nice one. But remember, use your hands if you need to. I'm just going to take my shoe off to allow a bit more sliding on that side. So you could do that, or you could have a bag, or you can just use your foot, either. Okay, so we're going to go in 3, 2, 1. Okay, so trying to draw circles with your unaffected side. Now really try and keep that affected leg, as still as you can do. So this is really challenging on this on your balance and your core. Okay, remember you could be leaning down through that leg. You could be holding onto your chair if you need a little bit of extra support. Good. Whoops. That's it. And then let's change direction. Let's draw a circle the other way. Good. That's it. Let's go for 10 more seconds. Good. And let's stop there. Lovely. Okay, we're gonna have a rest and then we're gonna go on to the other side. So you might need to help this leg a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna again take my shoe off. So I've got my socks for sliding. Okay, so you're gonna bring most of your weight onto your unaffected side. Now you could help by just de-weighting, okay, and holding that leg to try and draw those circles, so giving it a bit of help. If you've got some movement, I want you to try and do as much as you can. So these could be tiny circles, you could even just be forward and back. So just doing a little bit of movement on your affected side, again, assisted, could be assisted, so you could be de-weighting and then just trying to do a little bit of a movement on that side, okay? Or it could even, like I said, be forward and back while stabilizing on your unaffected side. So we're gonna go in 3, 2, 1. So we're doing little circles now with your affected side. So remember, if you've got the movement, just do as much as you can. This could be assisted, okay? Your assistant could be helping you. Again, you could just be doing little slides forward and back, or just really tiny little circles. So it's whatever you can do. And then we're going to change direction. Okay, so again, just doing whatever you can. If you can do this without holding on as well, it's going to be a really good core exercise. Remember, you can hold on for support as needed. Good. Keep it going. That's it. Let's do one more circle here. And relax. Fantastic. Okay, the next one we're going to do, so I'm going to put my shoe back on, is we're going to do knee raises. So again, sitting nice and tall in your chair, try and have your weight down through your affected side. We're going to work on lifting your unaffected knee up and down. So I really want you to work here on trying to keep your body, your chest nice and upright. We're trying not to lean when we're lifting. It doesn't matter how high this is, but I want you to really think about posture and avoiding as much movement as you can at your body. So we're really trying not to lean back. We're trying not to lean at our side. We're trying to just keep everything nice and still whilst we move our leg up and down. Now, if that's really hard, you could just lift your heel, okay, and work on the knee raises there. You could have a bit of assistance if you need to. So your assistant can help you with your leg, but I want you to really focus on trying to keep nice and upright, okay? So we're gonna go in 3, 2, 1. So nice and upright, stabilizing through that affected side. So think about that affected foot being in contact with the floor. We're just lifting unaffected leg up and down. So it doesn't have to be high. Notice I'm really not lifting it like massively high, but I'm just going as far as I can, keeping my body nice and upright. So remember, we could just be here if we want to. And if you need a little bit more stability of your back rest, then you can have that. But really, I don't want you to collapse back into it. So I want you to try and keep your chest as upright as you can and that back as light as you can through the chair. You're really drawing that tummy in. Good, we're nearly there. This is a really tough one. Good. Let's see if we can do one more. And then rest. Fantastic. Okay, so we're then going to be going on to your other side. So remember, you can help with your arm, okay, but you're trying to do as much movement and think about the movement on that affected side. You could have your assistant just gently helping, but remember, if you're the assistant and you're helping someone with a leg movement, the best position you can be in, if it's possible for you, is to potentially be in the lunge, because you really want to make sure that your back's nice and upright. You don't want to be bending over helping anyone's leg because you're at risk of hurting yourself. So make sure you're mindful of your own position if you're helping someone with these exercises. Okay, so we're going to go affected side moving. If you've got the movement, I want you just to do as much as you can. Again, even if it's just a heel lift, okay, or just a feeling of slightly de-weighting a little bit, but you're not actually moving, that is fine. Do what you can. Okay, ready? We're going to go in 3, 2, 1. Off we go. So we're lifting up and down. Good. Nice. So you can just be heel moving. Could be lifting. Good. Really controlling here. Again, doesn't have to be a big movement. Takes a lot of control at the tummy to be able to not fully fall back, okay? So remember, you can hold on if you need to. You're just trying to keep it upright as you can. Really nice, guys, well done. Good, nearly there. So you can do a couple more. Good, last one. And relax. Okay, the next one, what I might get you to do if you can, is to grab a pillow, okay? Because we're going to use this just to add a bit of de-weighting to our legs. So if you grab a pillow, if you don't have one, don't worry. But we're going to place this pillow underneath your leg, just one of your legs, so that your foot is just dangling off the ground, okay? So you're just supporting underneath your thigh, your other foot's on the ground. We'll start again with your unaffected leg. We're just going to try so we can do some ankle movements, but you've de-weighted that leg so that your foot's off the ground. So this is going to allow us a bit more freedom of movement in the ankle. So we're just going to do some circles forward and back, and then we might do some ups and downs as well. Okay, so get yourself in position with your pillow underneath that leg. If you don't have a pillow, you can just sort of de-weight it with your arm. Okay, so we're going to go in 3, 2, 1. So let's start with some up and down movements. Pointing and bending that foot. Again, try and keep nice and upright here. Have your other foot on the ground. So you're still really having to work on stabilizing, especially if we're trying to keep a nice upright posture whilst we're moving our leg. Fantastic. Now let's do some circles. So we're doing some clockwise circles. Up and around. Really nice. Nice clockwise circles. And let's change direction, anti-clockwise circles. Good, nice big movements. That's it, lovely. And stop there, awesome. So we're going to go on to the other side. So pop the pillow now underneath your affected side. So you'll probably need someone to help you with this, okay? So it might be that you're lifting it while someone's sliding underneath. Okay, again, have your unaffected leg this time grounded on the floor. And we've got a bit of de-weighting. You might want to use your hand as well underneath here. Okay, so you want that leg up and off the ground. Now we're going to start again with the ups and downs, and then we're going to go into circles. I want you just to do as much as you can. So even if you have flickers, or if there's nothing there at all, don't worry. I still want you to think about the movement. So think about the movement as we're talking through it, okay? So remember, we're still trying to reinforce and connect those pathways from your brain to your muscles. So just thinking about it and trying to mentally practice it in your mind is still a really good exercise. Okay, so we're going to go in 3, 2, 1, off we go. So we're going to try and pull those toes up towards our head and then point them down towards the ground. Pull those toes up, point them down. Good, pull the toes up, point them down. Pull them up, point them down. Good. Pull the toes up, point them down. Lovely. Keep on going. Up and down. Now big circles anti-clockwise. Big anti-clockwise circles rolling from the ankle. Feel it go up, down and around. Up, down and around. Up, down and around. Let's turn around the other way. So out to the side, up, down and in. Point, out to the side, upwards, down and in. Nice big movements, nice big circles with your ankle. Lovely. And stop there. Lovely. So remove the pillow. We're going to go back to the start again now. So we're doing those circles, starting with the circles with your unaffected side. So if you're like me, you're taking your shoe off to have your sock on the floor, or if you want a plastic bag underneath your foot, get that one ready. Okay, again, we're trying to really ground and stabilize through your affected leg, trying to keep everything nice and still in your body whilst moving that unaffected side. Okay, the bigger circles you can do from the hip, the more challenging it is for your stabilizing muscles. Okay, so we're going to go in 3, 2, 1, off we go. So remember, you're just moving at your own pace. Do some nice big anti-clockwise circles, or clockwise circles rather. Clockwise circles, nice big circles up and out with your unaffected leg. So if your unaffected leg's on the left, then you're going to be probably moving in an anti-clockwise direction to start with. Really nice. Good, and then let's change direction. Let's do some circles in. Again, just moving as much as you can. Trying to keep that affected leg as still as you can. Really working on that stability through that affected side and mobility of your unaffected leg. Good, nice and slow and steady. Good. That's it. Let's do one more. Finish the one you're doing and stop there. Good. Okay, so we're going to change legs. Get yourselves a drink if you need one, okay? And then when you're ready, you're going to join back in with the movements on the opposite side. So sitting nice and tall, just join in whenever you're ready. We're going to go in 3, 2, 1, off we go. So big circles out and around with your affected leg, trying to keep that unaffected leg nice and still, body nice and still, moving however you can through your affected side. So again, it doesn't have to be circles. If you've got a little bit of knee movement, then you can do that, or we could just be assisting it. Your assistant could be helping. Or again, you could just be sitting there and thinking about that movement, nice big circles. We're going to change direction. So think about the movement in, so we're going out, forward, and in. Out, forward, in, back around. So just thinking about the movement happening at that affected hip and knee and keeping that unaffected leg nice and still, your body nice and still. Good. Do one more and relax. Lovely. Okay, back onto those knee raises again. Okay, so this time we are going to do 30 seconds on one leg, then 30 seconds on the other. So we're going to stay nice and tall. So remember, grab yourself a drink if you need one. Have a little bit more of a rest here. It's amazing sometimes how just working on some little stabilizing movements can be really challenging to our body. And it's really focusing on that control on your posture. That's like a brilliant exercise. Something that I would recommend you trying to do throughout the day is working on that posture, the holding, and trying to like do some movements and just really focusing on where your body is. So try not to let yourself collapse and lean and things when you're moving your arms and your legs. It's trying to maintain that lovely posture. Okay, so we're going to do 1 minute on each side. We're going to start firstly with lifting the unaffected leg, and then we're going to go onto the unaffected leg for 30 seconds. Okay, so we're going to go in 3, 2, 1. Remember, you're trying to stay as upright as you can. You can have a little bit of support of the chair or a pillow behind your back if you want to. Okay, if you can, work on without holding your hands. And that's a really challenging exercise. So just up and down. Remember, it doesn't even have to be high. You can just be lifting it slightly off the floor. You could just be doing a heel lift. Good. That's it. Do one more on this side, and then we're going to swap. We're going to do unaffected leg. Oh, affected leg, sorry. Lifting up and down, just doing what you can. Remember, you can help this with your arm. Your assistant can help you with it as well. Trying to stay as upright as you can. Really nice. That's it, nearly there. Good. Got 10 seconds. That's it. Last one. And relax. Okay, going back to those ones where we're doing our ankle movements. So pillow underneath your unaffected leg. Okay, remember, if you don't have the pillow, you could be here just working on holding it. Okay, as much as you can. If you've got the pillow, again, make a little sausage and pop it underneath that thigh. Okay, so again, we're going to work on the ups and downs and the rounds. Okay, so give yourself just another moment to get ready. If you need to pause it a bit longer, then please do. And then we're going to do our ankle movement. So starting in 3, 2, 1, we're doing the ups and downs first. Good. Up and downs. Lovely. That's really nice. Keep it going. Good. That's it. A few more ups and downs. So pulling that leg up and down. That's it. Pulling the toes up and down. Now let's do some circles out, in and around. Up, out, down and in. Up, out, down and in. Good. Nice big movements of those ankles, really trying to loosen them up. Get those muscles awake. And let's change direction. Out, down and in. Out, up, down and around. Out, up, down and around. Good. That's it. And stop there. Wonderful. Okay, we're going to swap sides. So again, pillow going underneath that affected leg. Remember, it's obviously a bit trickier. Then you can lift up and then pop it in, or you're trying to de-weight it as much as you can. Okay, using your arm to hold it underneath. Again, you're just moving as much as you can, thinking about the movement. Really nice. So we're going to go in 3, 2, 1. So we're going, pulling those toes up and pointing them down, just doing as much of the movement as you can and really thinking about it, being intentional and mindful. That's it. Good. Up and down. Lovely. That's it. Really nice. Good. Okay, and let's do some circles. In, up, out and down. Awesome, well done. Good, another way. Out, pull the toes up, in and down. Circle out, up, in and down. Out, up, in and down. Good. And stop there. Lovely, well done, guys. Awesome work. So just finishing with a short cool down now. I want you just to sit nice and tall in your chair again. Take a nice big breath in, shrug those shoulders up. And out. Relax them down. Okay, 2 more here. Big breath in. And out. Good. 1 more big breath in through your nose. And out through your mouth. Good. Let's sit to the front of your chair as much as you can, or you can have your leg rested up on something. We're going to straighten out that right leg in front of you. Left leg is bent, hands on the left knee. Sit nice and tall, and then just hinge forward from your hips, keeping your chest up, your back straight, until you feel a stretch down the back of that straight leg. Hold that there. Just take some nice breaths in and out here. Lovely. Good. Lovely. And then relax. Swap legs. Left leg out straight, right knee bent. Hands on your bent knee. Sit nice and tall. Hinge forward from your hips, keeping your back straight, your chest up, and feel that stretch down the back of your straight leg. Hold that there. Really nice. Well done. Good. And relax. Bring that right leg back underneath you. So slide it back underneath your knee. Your heel might be off the ground, okay? You're going to bring some weight through the front of that thigh until so pushing your heel down towards the ground and just until you feel a stretch in the back of that right ankle. Hold that there. Good. And then we're going to change legs. We're going to bring that left leg back underneath you. We're going to lean down through that left thigh until you feel a stretch in the back of that left ankle. Hold that there. Nice, big breaths. Really nice, guys. Good, one more breath. Good, and relax. Lovely. Give everything a nice wiggle and a shake. Well done. Thank you so much for joining me for this level 1 different strokes exercise class. I hope you've enjoyed it. Give us a thumbs up down below if you have done the class and you've enjoyed it. If you've got any feedback or comments, please leave them below or send a message to the Different Strokes Facebook group, including any suggestions if there's anything you'd like to see in these videos. They do get messages to me, so I do try and include them. Also, remember, we've got loads of videos on the Facebook page and also on the Different Strokes YouTube page, so please check them out. We do recommend you try and do at least another 2 to 4 exercise classes per week to really get the most out of them. There's loads of variety, so if you've done a lower limb one today, you could find an upper limb and then a core one, and then you've got a lovely full body workout in your week. Fantastic. Okay, well, have a lovely rest of your week. Thank you again for joining me, and I look forward to seeing you all again soon. Thank you. Bye.